So today, a video clip that's 12 seconds long went viral with huge amount of controversy. Why? Yep, that's it. And of course, the controversy thing being that people are calling it culture appropriation, which is something I never really quite understand. There's a lot of things I don't understand because I'm too much of an idiot, I guess. First of all, I never personally understand why the people who complains about something being cultural appropriation nowadays are never the people that you know what I mean that supposedly that they're appropriating from. It's almost funny to me. If you look throughout history, has there been instances of one particular culture want to wipe out another culture or to twist the other culture in particular ways? Of course. But is this one of those cases, or in today's world, is this one of those cases at all? No. And also, what is one of the America's founding principles, if I'm not mistaken, is a melting pot, right? So we see ourselves as a human race. So if somebody else appreciates another person, another culture, whatever that might be, it's a good thing. It's like you sharing something with your friend. So unless you're doing it in a funny, negative way, or you try to do it in a way to degrade that culture, in which case you still doesn't represent your entire race. If this person was doing it in a negative manner, she still doesn't represent her entire race. We can make fun of her if you want to, but that's more. It's more about everything you do is more representative of you. It's like if you say something bad about another person, it's more representative of you than the person you're speaking badly about. So I never understood the concept of culture appropriation as it is used today. For some context, she's doing a dance. It's called Ligon, and it's basically the origin culture is Indonesia. She's a Swedish dancer, and she's obviously not making fun of the culture. She's trying to do a decent job at it. And from what I read from my fellow Indonesians, she's doing not a bad job at it. She's doing a pretty good job. And you received 21 million views. And let's look what they have to say about it. By the way, before anything, in the past I have seen celebrities, right? White celebrities, whatever. I don't care about race. They are on the red carpet. This probably 10 years ago, before everybody's like tiptoeing around everything. Like you think you live in a free country, right? But no, everybody's tiptoeing around nowadays. More, I would say, on equal footing, or even more so than, I'm not gonna say it out loud, some other places on Earth. But let me share another window with you guys. This is obviously I forgot the actress name, but that's not the point. This is I believe the first Spider-Man. I forgot what event this was, but clearly she's wearing specifically a Chinese dress. I forgot the name of the dress. That's not the point. I don't look at that and think, oh my god, she's doing this horrible thing. That's like, I'm looking at that and says, wow, that looks beautiful on her. It matches her hair, it matches her lips. Gorgeous. It's culturally, it's invented and it came from Chinese costumes, but like it looks great on you. Like, love it. If you can ask anyone that is of Chinese ethnicity, and 99.9 of them will have the same reaction as me. The only ones that I think will have a problem with that is people who are not Chinese. And the other one is this one. And Hathaway, this was probably at least, I don't know how many years ago. There's another one of Rachel McAdams, whom I love, and she was on red carpet, but I cannot find it. Like in this one, she looks good. The blue is very serene. It looks good on her. However, I think you would have looked better as an artist, right? I think it would look as better if she goes back to a little bit more traditional color of the dress of that style. It's Chinese still. And I have absolutely no problem with her wearing it. In fact, I'm flattered. I'm like, that looks good on you. Wear it as much as you want. So I took a little bit of time out, 2 seconds, just to add a little bit of a color tune. And I changed her dress from blue to red. I think that complements, and I changed the value of her lips a little bit more. So overall, I think it's a little bit more harmonious, because that's not the kind of dress that you want to wear to a room where you want to be like, merge with the audience. No, that's the kind of dress you want to wear into a room and say, hey, look at me. That's kind of dress that is. So Given that in mind, this is what I did. See? Now, my God, look at her. And it matches her lips, it matches everything. She just glows. It matches the style of that dress as well as it matches the lips. It matches the skin even a little bit better. The whole thing, it just glows a little bit more. I don't know why this become a fashion when I was just talking about culture. That's why I don't see a problem with anything. Look at me, slightly better, gorgeous. We're gonna now look at the comments on Twitter X. Okay, posted by what I assume is not a Indonesian person that says, white people always messing with other people's culture. Okay, if you want to talk about history, a lot of different things is not right. I agree. But, we're improving as a human race, and right now I can only say for the last how many ever years, what are you talking about? And it's the evidence, like, that supporting that statement, it doesn't match, right? If anything, it's a video of a white person that's honoring the culture of somewhere, of other culture. It's like the inverse of what you're saying, the reverse of inverse of what you're saying. Let's look at the comments. I'm hoping most of the people in the comments are going to show some common sense. I'm hoping. If vast majority of the comments are in support of her, I'm gonna be very sad. My response, salute. You posting again? Okay. It's from the same poster. Who said black people cannot be racist? Well, everybody knows any so-called race can be racist. I have to think about it. That's how you know something is wrong. But I'm gonna say it anyway, because this channel doesn't have that many viewers. Who said black people can't be racist? Reply. What is racist about what I said? You are making a remark that is negative based solely on a person's race. Okay, you're making a negative remark, which is white people messing with, this is negative, solely based, not because she's doing a bad dance, not because she said something negative, but solely because she's white. That is like very definition. Am I crazy here? Am I insane with my logic here? That is the very definition of, or part of one of the solid pillars of definition of racism, right? Stop messing with other people's culture is racist. Honoring people's culture is racist now. Like messing and honoring is very different things. Just because I'm touching upon something is a different thing. Shake somebody's hand is not something as stabbing somebody, okay? Just involving something with something else doesn't mean it's a negative thing, okay? And notice that nothing I said is because she is of whatever race. I'm simply saying everything I said based on her statement. That's not racism. That's logicism, if you want to. I'm a logicist. What does color have to do with anything? Exactly. The victim receiving end of the negative receiving end of racism for the last 5 years, as far as I see, is white individual, the white population, white people. In the past, yes, there's we know what happened, but you don't you correct it by then swing the other way. Like you stab me, then I stab you. Like that's not you fix something. Like what the hell are you guys talking about? As somebody who lived on 3 different continents and actually lived there, racism is very much a learned behavior. No kids that I know that is not taught is innately racist. They might be curious about any differences, but they don't have any negativity or hatred towards any other because of the difference. They might be curious about it. That's about it. Racist without knowing they're being racist. That's not even the worst part. The worst part is that no, but they think that it's okay. It's justified. It's like now if I stab you and I rob you, it's okay because what happened in the past. So now what I'm doing to you is justified. That's not good. Every time you give more attention to something, you simply make it worse. You simply say, it's like you're drawing a line in the sand. Every time you say, hey, look, we got to get rid of that line in the sand. By every time you're doing that, you simply make that line deeper and deeper, and you exacerbate the situation. The fact that this is controversial is a problem. 21 million views. Absolutely ridiculous. Alright, let me know what you think.